Hey fellow vault dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I have for you complete guide about farming workshops, starting from basic stuff for beginners and going up to advanced tips and tricks. As you know, workshops are those icons on the map. There is a lot of them, I think 21. Someone correct me if I miscounted. And they not all the same. As you zoom out, you will be able to see a little bit more information like food production, water production ability. It is not the most important. The food and water number basically indicates how many units of food and how many units of water, let's say purified water, workshop will be able to generate per tick. The tick is happening every 5 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Then you have resources. This is more important, which means what kind of resource extractors you can have place. In example, for this workshop next to Poseidon Energy Plant, you have fusion core, lead, aluminum, nuclear, and concrete. And those are especially useful if you are low level and you still need lots of resources. But even if you are high level, fusion core producers are always welcome. You can have 3 fusion cores generated. And there is more stuff that can be generated that's not listed in here, as you can basically build it yourself in any workshop. Apart from that, you have some special workshops like this one, Mount Blair, where you can actually activate this huge machine, this huge excavator that will get plenty of ore for you if you want to. So you can use it. Then you have workshop like this one where you can start producing packaged food. This is a unique stuff, the packaged food. And my appeal to Bethesda is, can we get sugar bombs that can be produced here to be irradiated version required for so many recipes? Unfortunately, it is producing rat-free sugar bombs, which are not needed for any recipes. This is bad, and I would like it to be fixed for a useful stuff. Then, as we are talking about useful stuff, you have a workshop at converted munition factory that can produce ammunition for you. So there is a lot of options, a lot of stuff can be produced. As well, you will unlock some plants wherever you claim one, until you will get all those plants and a bunch of resources. Okay, more stuff I will show you when we claim one. So we go to Poseidon Energy Plant and we claim a workshop. As well, quite often this event powering up Poseidon will trigger. You only do those events if you need to unlock plants for energy generators. If you already have those, it's not really worth spending time completing those events, even though completing this event will provide a power to the workshop. It will basically provide you with decent amount of power, 100 power for free, but only for limited time, and so much work is required to get it. I would not personally recommend doing that. In order to claim workshop, you probably already know you need to clear all the enemies. And this workshop have fusion core processor that's not broken. Sometimes it will be broken, then we'll need to fix it. This one is not broken. After you eliminate most of the enemies, you will get markers if you have quest trigger. This quest side, claim workshop. Usually when you approach the workshop, this quest will appear. You can unmark it, then there is no enemies. If you have unmarked, mark it. That will help you locate those enemies, as you need to get every single one of them before you will be able to claim the workshop. And now I'm getting reward 20 caps for the fact that I eliminated those enemies. Then claim the workshop. You can either interact with the workshop unit itself. If you get closer, there's claim button, but you don't need to. Wherever you are in the workshop, if you hold the build button, the same button that you are using to start building in your camp, this will pop up. And there is a cost. This cost depends on how many items is already inside the workshop. The bigger workshop is, the more caps it costs. More stuff someone builds inside the workshop, the more caps it will cost to claim it. So there is cost to that, and of course it claims. It's rather short. The quick disclaimer, whenever you are doing anything with workshops, claiming them or owning them, you are open for PvP, so just don't carry any scrap in your inventory. A scrap is the only thing you drop on death, so if you don't carry any, you don't really need to worry. Even if occasionally someone will kill you, there is no consequences. And now we have the workshop. My best tips and tricks: do the blueprints to build everything fast. Like, I have a lot of them. One is called empty box. Second one is called empty box with power. I will show you this in detail. So I place it above the fusion core producer. Then I go to the next step. And yes, those are defense items, but I made them as a blueprint. If you are like, why would you blueprint a single item? There are two reasons for that. One, I don't need to look for it in very large item inventory that we have currently. If I scroll, there is so many items and some lists are so long, you can get lost there easily. So one plus of blueprints, you can name them with number first and you will have them in perfect order you want. So just after I place this platform, I have this wall blueprinted, so I don't need to look at it. And this wall will be found under defenses if you need to find it manually. The reason I'm using that, this is the most powerful defense. Every segment needs to be destroyed separately by enemies, and it has a lot of hit points. And second reason for the blueprint, it's just placing way easier. There is way less situation when it says that you cannot build it. It just lets you build it. Do not need to be like attached to each other. They can be gaps. The purpose of that is to stop the bullets. If enemies from far away will start shooting towards my fusion core producer, they cannot, as it's protected. Then I plug in. And how I did this platform, because it's very handy, so you can see stairs starting from foundation, 3 flights of stairs. I'm using the wide one, as somehow those seems to be the best for the reason enemies do not like to use them. If you have any other stairs, it will work. Then huge platform from foundations, as you can see, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's 2 away this direction. It's total 3 across and 1 all around the stair in here. Then I have that generator, 100 energy it is producing, and you need 100 energy to power the fusion core processor, so that's exactly as much as I need. Then on the sides there are those huge billboards or whatever it is called. You find those under wall decor, and those are super cheap, and you unlock them by doing Nuka World events. So you unlock that. After you unlock that, it is a perfect protection, as it's super cheap and huge, and it's all blueprinted together. Now if you are curious, how did I get the power to go through the floor? And it's very simple. When you select the floor, you press the button on the bottom of the screen. For me, it's R, store, scrap, replace. So I go for replace option, T. Then I can use this grid. And when there is this grid, I can put a cable through it. Then I swap it and cable stays. That's the trick. And enemies cannot shoot through the floors. Floors cannot be destroyed. Stairs cannot be destroyed. The walls can be destroyed, but those are huge, and I made double walls, so it will not get easily destroyed. And this fusion generator is protector. It's expensive stuff, so I like to have it protected. Then, how to get even more resources? I have another blueprint. I call it essentials. And what's inside here? Oh, I'm being attacked by more rats. That's the worst. That's the worst. Let's say this time I will use my ultimate defense tower. I have it blueprinted too. If I go back to my blueprints, that's my tower. That's my tower, and I will tell you how it's made. Let me just place it here. So maybe this tower will handle all those invaders. So this tower, starting with one foundation, and then you have those platform type stairs. This is one unit. Those are under stairs. Both work, either one, this one or this one. And you can stack them on top of each other. And what I did, I placed multiple turrets on each level, so they have a good radius and good view for entire area to shoot at. Unfortunately, the more rats are hiding. They do like to hide. Oh, some of the turrets are attempting to shoot something. Don't even know what. As more rats keep digging underground. More rats, honestly, the worst enemies to deal at workshops. But usually, another tip, you just build quick and leave the workshop before any enemies arrive. But this is, the thing is, whenever you are building, it costs resources. And now, as you can notice, look on right hand side. There is white and green numbers. What does it mean? White numbers indicate that resources from your personal stash will get used. The green means resources from workshop allowance will get used. So whatever is green is basically free for you. Whatever is white, you pay for it. So it's very important to remember. White, you pay for it, so think about it twice. Green, it's free for you, so you don't need to worry. Like if I scroll, I still can place more of those fortifications free of charge. It's concrete and steel, and this workshop has plenty of concrete and steel inside its own inventory. You do not have access to this inventory. You cannot take those resources and put into your own box. You cannot do that. It's just for building inside this workshop. Then about this empty box, I have this version I can place anywhere. If I want to build more stuff, this one is empty, as it says, empty box. The second option is with power, and it's all numbered. Then I have separately this fortification. Then I have all essentials I'm placing inside. And if you look at this, you are like, it doesn't even touch each other. How do I have it blueprinted? And you don't need stuff to touch each other. You can blueprint whatever you want. It will not always place, so there are some rules. Oh, and welcome mat. If you are new, you find it under miscellaneous. This is a spawn point. You can place one of those at workshop, and this is exactly where you will spawn when you fast travel into your own workshop. So how you make blueprint like that? You hold button E, in my case, to start blueprint. Then I just add each of those items one by one. And if you are curious, why is this beehive on top of the milk machine? And the reason for that, if I try to place it down, for whatever reason, the blueprint will not place. It will say that item needs support. And if I put it on top of milk machine, suddenly it has a proper support and it will place. Don't ask me why. I didn't make those rules. The same thing for me with the coffee machine sitting on the workbench. Then I have the sub collector. A lot of those items you can see in here, those are from Atom Shop, the items producing resources, and some of them from scoreboard. As you can see, I can have all of that, and after selecting it, you just press the button create blueprint, which is R on PC, then make new, or you can overwrite any of existing ones, and then you will be placing it, like I'm placing it already. In case of the collectron, it will always place the one you selected. So think about it, what you want your collector to produce. I want mine to bring Nuka-Colas, so it's the one. But if you change your mind, you just change the collector, select everything again, override the blueprint. So that's not too difficult. After you have good blueprints, you are ready to go. So I have those cryo turrets. I will show you as well one more. This is a goofy way of placing turrets. You can play with those. It's basically those billboards and big enclave rack with 8 turrets total. I cannot place it anymore because I already have 20 turrets on this tower. So I cannot have any more. It's already maxed out. It's already maxed out tower-wise. Can only have 20. And in most workshops, I will not place any. I will not place any towers because those are expensive. The turrets are expensive. And as you can see, relatively useless in protecting your workshop. Enemies will be hiding from them and digging and eating your other items. So that's a bad thing. Then, what I almost forgot to tell you, before you start building at workshops, don't forget your Contractor Pack. It is incredibly useful because it cuts down the building cost by half, which means basically the workshop resources will last for more and most likely will never use any of your own resources. I will deal with those more as it's getting annoying. Oh, by the way, you can see how durable this stuff is. This block is only damaged by that much. And this Morat was eating it basically all the time. Oh, my turrets actually did something suddenly when I move. Maybe they need my assistance to guide them. So the Morat was not able to dig through the block. And it was digging through it for quite a while. And you can see I have planned for Daisy Rack this time. And a bunch of scrap that then can be placed inside my storage. And when I go into this fusion core producer, look at that. Brand new, fresh fusion core is produced. And it will be produced every like 7 minutes, I think, one. And this thing can store total of 3. So you need to visit your workshops quite frequently. They will be producing stuff. Then, workshops have those unique resources. If you go under resource tab, if you are after those particular resources, I have a lot of items I can place, but we are looking for this one, extractor for aluminum. And if you select that and fly around the workshop, you will find, you see, the blue ghost-like extractor. That's the place where you can put it down. So it always helps you to show where this placement is, especially in big workshop. If I change to other one that is a concrete extractor, you see, I see ghost over there, so I can place it over there. If I choose to use those extractors, I will do the same thing and place some protection for them and power. In case of little extractors, you only need 10 power, so you just put whatever small generators with it. Okay, I will show you. Just build it here. Always go for smallest required because those are your resources. And this one doesn't want to place anywhere close. So I can do other option and use the one that is even cheaper but only produces 5. So I can put 2 of those. You obtain plans for this one from Daily Ops. You can place 2 of those next to each other. Connect them together. And this way I have 10 power. I just drag the power into producer. It's producing. I go back to my blueprints. And I put fortifications around it. And that's usually enough. I'm still using a workshop resources, as you can see. So I don't pay too much attention how I place it. I just protect it all around. So enemies cannot directly shoot at it. They will not try to walk into those gaps, at least from my experience. Unless you leave a really huge opening. They will be busy with walls. They will ignore everything else. And that's how you build workshops. As I said, usually avoid any turrets only if necessary. If you leave workshop fast enough after claiming, you don't need to do defense event at all. It will switch later into retake your workshop, and enemies will be kind of protecting your workshop from other players that could possibly go over and try to claim it from you. It will be protected by those enemies. I know it sounds weird, but that's how it works. If someone else would like to claim your workshop and it says that it has been overrun by enemies, they will need to clear those enemies first before then they can claim your workshop. So it's like built-in protection. Now, that's what I do with workshop. It is giving me a lot of resources every time I come back to my workshop. I will spawn at this mat, then I will claim all those machines, some candies, I can use that, I can empty the collector. There was not enough time for it to collect much, but it will be all full, including wood, adhesive. Then I have my scrap box. Scrap box is on top on regular box because it's causing problems otherwise with placement. And one more time, why I didn't blueprint all those items on one blueprint together with the box construction. It's because, for whatever reason, it's causing huge problems with placement. You cannot place it down if you blueprint it all together, but it's no problem if you made it separately. If I blueprint the entire construction as a one thing and all the filler as a second blueprint, it works. And that's what you need to know about workshops, and I hope you will have luck with farming lots of resources. And that being said, thank you all for watching, and see you all in the next one.